Dancers jump up and down on floors all day, right? It's just part of dancing. And a lot of dance technique is really focused on the jump, but also, of course, it's really important what goes up must come down, and a dancer has to land correctly. And in the scientific literature, there's a lot of focus on landing, because landing really presents a real challenge for the body to both stabilize the body when it lands on a floor and then control the impact associated with the forces when a dancer lands on a floor. And so in this video, what we're going to look at is how the leg is braced and how the muscles prepare for impact when a dancer is flying through the air and about to land on a floor. And the main concept that we're going to refer to when a dancer braces for impact is referred to as co-contraction. Traction. And in the muscles course, if you're interested in looking at this in more detail, there's a few videos looking at how muscles work in this way. But basically, when the foot here is falling down and the dancer is moving down towards the floor, the muscles need to engage and they need to be ready for the impact, because the impact on a floor happens so quickly that the muscles really can't react quick enough if they were just relaxed and waiting for the impacts. They need to engage and contract and prepare for the impact. So we have this concept of co-contraction. So what does that mean? Well, as you may guess by the sound of it, it's two muscles contracting at the same time, or at least two muscles contracting at the same time. And namely for the ankle, we have the Achilles tendon, which attaches to the back of the foot and heads up here. And we have a muscle group called the triceps surae. And it's triceps because there's three muscles involved. We have the medial and lateral gastrocnemius and the soleus muscle, all connecting to the Achilles tendon here. So the triceps surae connecting to the Achilles tendon. And this muscle group is the main powerhouse for absorbing energy and for controlling the impact through the ankle. And it's why the Achilles tendon is so big and thick, and the calf muscles are really quite big as well. The problem would be is that if we just contracted the triceps surae and before impact, then the foot would point, okay? Those muscles cause the foot to point down. And we really can't have the foot doing that as it prepares for impact, because then you'd end up sort of landing straight on the toes here, and I'm sure you could appreciate it would be quite painful. So the body needs a way to both contract and prepare the triceps surae for impact, but not move the foot. And this is where co-contraction comes in. Because on the other side of the ankle, we have the main muscle here is called the tibialis posterior. So the tibialis posterior is what we refer to as an antagonist muscle, to the triceps surae, in that it flexes the foot, it moves the foot up in this direction. So it causes the foot to move in the opposite direction of the triceps surae. So the tibialis posterior and the triceps surae are antagonist muscles. And when they both co-contract, they cancel one another out. So basically what we get here by having co-contraction across the tibialis anterior and the triceps surae is we get what is called joint, and this is the same term as what we used from the previous video, joint stiffness. So joint stiffness means that when a force is applied, so when the force of impact comes in and is applied up into the foot, the joint effectively has a level of stiffness. So it means that with a force, it will only move by a certain amount. So it's prepared and it's braced for impact. And this is the way that nature has got around this problem of both landing on a floor with control without having to react to the impact. We can prepare for the landing without having to react to it. So in the next videos, we'll look at then once the joint has been co-contracted and is stiff, what happens when the dancer's foot actually contacts the floor? What is going on there? How does the ankle then stabilize and interact with the floor in this manner?